Hello guys and welcome to today's video. It turns out the reason that in my Color With Me video that the microphone cut out, it was because of the fact that the other microphone died. I thought it wasn't dead because it was still working, but it turns out it was just running on a really low battery and that it actually needed to be charged. Now let's learn Spanish with me. Also, this will be a series, so I hope you like Spanish. But yeah, it's a middle high school one. I did an elementary one before this, and so I thought this would be nice to do after so. But yeah, let's start. Also, we got like a key here, like what does it mean with all these different phrases, so that's nice. Probably gonna keep this afterwards because it's got this definition. Also, if you were wondering, I might have my microphone a little higher up, and so you might not be able to hear me as well, so I'm sorry if that's true because of the fact that I need to be able to hear myself. Like, I need to see, and with the mask, it's kind of hard to see, so I'm going to clip it on my shirt. Okay. Anyway, I'm not going to read the definitions because these ones are really basic mostly, and they got the definitions with these too. So let's start. Also, by the way, I'll just read like a couple pages every thing. We want to keep it to like, pretty short range. I don't know. We don't want to take too long. In Spanish, there's more than one way to ask a person's name. The phrase you choose depends on the situation. To ask a fellow student or fellow young child, use the familiar form, ¿Cómo te llamas? Tú. To ask an adult or a person who commands respect, use the formal form, ¿Cómo se llama usted? Tú is like the less formal, and this is, usted is formal version of this. It's also used in different contexts. To ask more than one person at one time, use the plural form, ¿Cómo se llaman ustedes? To tell someone your own name, use the phrase, me llamo. Okay, escribe las frases en español. Sorry, the cats are fighting each other through the door. Write the Spanish phrases. ¿Cómo te llamas? Okay. ¿Cómo te llamas? So that's familiar. Oh. ¿Cómo se llama? Formal. ¿Cómo se llama? Multiple people. Me llamo, my name. ¿Cuál es la pregunta correcta? Escribe la pregunta en la línea. Línea. What is the correct question? Write the answer in the line. So we're going to do which phrase you would use to ask what your name is. So a young boy would be, ¿Cómo te llamas? An elderly woman would be, ¿Cómo se llama? A group of kids would be, ¿Cómo se llaman? Also, I do know you're supposed to add the question marks on each end, but I didn't really feel like it, and you'll still understand the meaning. Because I also don't write my English phrases with the question marks at the end most of the time. So, yeah. This would be, a lawyer would be, ¿Cómo se llama? A fellow student would be, ¿Cómo te llamas? Okay. How about we do like one of these kind of pages on both sides? So this time we're going to do all three because of the fact that I started this. Also, I'm sorry if I'm doing a lot of nail tapping. I have acrylic nails, although a couple of them fell off. We're going to use, because I had started with one page. So that's what we're doing today, but in the future it's only going to be two. Okay. As with what's your name, I swear to God, Velvet, get out of the way. There are several ways to ask how are you in Spanish. To ask how a friend is doing or feeling, say ¿Cómo estás? Or ¿Qué tal? In a more formal situation, one would say ¿Cómo está? usted? To ask more than one person, one could say, ¿Cómo están ustedes? There are many ways to respond to these questions, to include well, so, not well, happy, sad, and sleepy. Bien, well, más o menos, so, mal, not well, or that's malo, which is bad. Feliz, which is happy. Triste, which is sad. And cansado, which is sleepy. Escribe la palabra correcta al contestar la pregunta ¿Cómo estás? Write the correct word to answer the question. How are you? My dog died. I feel triste. I passed the test. I feel feliz. I could not sleep last night. I feel cansado. I have the flu. I feel más o menos. Oh, mal. Could be mal or más o menos. It's been a great day. I feel... Oh, yeah, that would be correct. Bien. I feel neither good nor bad. I feel más o menos. That is not an M. Más o menos. Me gustaría presentar. I would like to introduce. Spanish has a formal verb that is used to address adults or people in a position of respect. Usted is the formal version of the word you. Ustedes is the plural form. The informal form is used for children, friends, and family. Tú is the informal form of the word you. Vosotros is the plural form of tú, but it is rarely used except in Spain. In Mexico and many other Spanish-speaking countries, ustedes is used for informal plural of you. It is important to remember these distinctions in the case of introductions. When in doubt, use the formal form. A formal introduction. Me gustaría presentar al señor Rodriguez. Buenos días is good morning. ¿Cómo está? How are you? Muy bien, gracias. Very well, thank you. ¿Y usted? And you? So, for a formal introduction, they'll be like, Hola, ¿cómo estás? Or, whatever the other form was. What's the other form? This is names. I was wrong. Oops. It's over here. So we got ¿Cómo está? Hola, ¿cómo está? In a formal situation. Then we got, you can also answer with ¿Cómo está? Because that's how are you. An informal introduction. Me gustaría presentar a mi amigo, Darrell. I know this is my friend. This is me. Okay, so it's Buenos días, good morning. ¿Cómo estás? How are you? Muy bien, gracias. Very well, thank you. ¿Y tú? And you? Introduce your friends following the examples above. Example, Hola, Carlita. Me gustaría presentar. Shake hands. How should the other person respond? I'm going to say mi amigo. If it's mi amigo, then they could respond with like buenos días. Okay. Anyway, that should be it for today. See you in the next part with all of this. Have a wonderful day and bye. Also, if you were worried about if I was going to continue doing art content and stuff, I will still do art content or things other than this. It's just this is a lot easier for me because right now I'm trying to learn Spanish, and so this is a topic I'm interested in. But I will still do my normal art videos because I know you guys like this.